Hey everybody, it's Coach Ran Biderman. Today I'm going to actually walk you through how do you choose the right brokerage. Let's begin. Okay, so as usual, you might want to get some paper and a pen or a pencil, and you want to write down those 13 different steps that I wrote down, 13 different points that you want to look at when you're interviewing with brokers. Right off the bat, I tell you right now, if you're a new licensee or if you're an agent that's contemplating a change, I suggest you to interview with at least 3 brokerages and ask 13 different questions to figure these points out, because these are the most important points for you in order to really decide where is the right place for you right now and for your business and for your career. So let's begin. Number 1 is, if you're a brand new licensee, number 1 for you is training. That's the most important thing for you right now. And you want to pay attention to that, because if you're a brand new licensee, there is really nothing else that's more important than training. Now, if you're someone who is looking to make a move from brokerage A to brokerage B, and you already know what you're doing, which means you have experience, you're already closing 5, 10, 15, 20 deals a year, then what you want to look into is not training, but coaching. You want to look into coaching, accountability, and you want to know who is going to be the one coaching you and how much is that going to cost you, if there is a cost for coaching. So obviously for brand new licensees, training is important more than coaching, and for those with experience, coaching is more important than training. Okay, the second thing you want to find out is mentoring. If you're a brand new licensee, you need a mentor. If you're a seasoned agent and you already know what you're doing, obviously you can skip the second point here on this list. Now, for brand new licensees, the most important thing by far at the beginning stage of your career is who is going to be your mentor and what's including in the mentorship. So if they tell you you're going to get a mentor, don't just stop there, go deeper asking who's going to be my mentor, what exactly they're going to provide me with, and understand, ask questions that will make you clarify what is mentoring, what's included, and what's the cost for mentoring. Because if company A is offering you a mentor to do, say, 10 different things, and the other brokerage is offering you also a mentor to do 10 different things, one is charging you 25%, the other will charge you 50%, which one should you choose? Obviously, you want to choose the one that charges you less. So number 1 is training or coaching, depending who you are. Number 2 is mentoring. Number 3 on the list is the costs. What are the costs involved in joining? What are the ongoing costs, and what's included in the program for you paying these costs? Now, I can tell you right off the bat, in the majority of brokerages, you will always need to pay for your license and renewing your license every 2 years. You will have to pay for continuing education. You will have to pay for joining the board of Realtors, and you will have to pay the MLS membership fees. That's almost all across the board. I would say 90-95% of brokerages will have you pay these expenses. Another important expense that you want to ask about is errors and omission insurance. You want to know if they charge you for it and how it's being charged. For example, some brokerages will charge you at the beginning of the year for the entire year. Some other brokerages will charge you per deal. You want to figure out what is the exact cost of errors and omissions in that company that you're interviewing. Some other costs can be training costs, it could be mentoring costs, there can be a desk fee if you want to use a desk. Some companies will charge you for using the phone, some companies will charge you for using the copy machine or the printer, administrating fees, technology fees, desk fees. So there's many different costs that you can come across. Now, if you're joining a brokerage that is giving you a chance to earn 100% commission, there's obviously going to be a cost for it. So it's either going to be a desk fee, or it's going to be some administrative fees or a monthly fee plus a transaction fee. So you're going to pay $50 a month plus $1,000 per transaction, or 50 plus 500, whatever it is. You want to figure out exactly what is the cost and what's included and what it is that you're getting from that company. Now, don't just shop around for companies that give you low cost, because then they're probably going to give you lower commission split. So you want to do an overall check and see all across the board from, say, if you're interviewing 3 brokerages, which brokerage is offering you the best features for the money that you're spending. So you want to ask yourself, what is my ROI over here? For example, if I'm going to pay company X $1,000 a month, what am I gaining from that? And how much is that going to cost me in the other company to achieve the same level? Now, you need to understand something else. There are many different types of brokerages. There are the corporate brokerages, there are franchise brokerages, there are mom and pop shops and independent. So you want to know exactly what's important to you. And you want to know what each and every one of those is offering in your market. You might have some 100% commission split brokerages. You might have some 100% commission with a high cap, with a low cap payment. You want to figure out what is my cap if I'm on 80-20 and I can go to 100, or if I'm on 60-40 and I can go to 100. How much money do I need to pay the company? And then what is it that I'm gaining or getting from that company? Okay, so you know costs and what's included. The next thing you want to know, which is really step number 4, is who is going to mentor you. You want to know who is going to be mentoring you. So who is the mentor? Ask questions about the mentor, like who is this person? How long they've been in the business? How many deals are they closing? Because you want to make sure that you're working with someone who knows what they're doing, number 1. Number 2, you want to work with someone that you like to work with, because if you're not going to like them, obviously it's going to be a nightmare for you. Another thing you want to know is if the mentor is available and how to approach and reach the mentor, and you want to feel comfortable doing that. So you want to have someone who is really available for you. Ask the broker that's interviewing you, what's up with that? Like, who is this mentor and what's going to happen, what's included in mentorship? And then you want to know what is the cost of mentoring, because some companies might charge you 25% from the deal and other companies might charge you 50% from the deal. And then you also want to know how many deals you need to pay for mentorship. Some companies will say you just pay for the first 3 deals. Other companies might say you're going to pay for the first year, or you're going to pay for the first 5 deals. You want to know which one charges you the most, which one charges you the least, and of course, what's included in the mentoring program. So number 5 is the commission split and the cap, meaning what is the cost for the split you're getting. Okay, so commission split. Commission split can run you from, I would say, what I've seen, 30% to you if you join, for example, a team that gives you leads and they also charge you a referral fee for the leads they're giving you, and then you're on 50-50. So by the end of the day, when you do your math, you're getting like 30% of the split. You want to know that if you're joining one of those teams, environments, or companies, you're not going to stay there for long. You want to go in, study, learn what it is, and then leave that environment and go into a higher commission split environment. And other companies are like the corporate companies. There's a lot of corporate companies out there and companies that give you a lot of administrative support, technology, tools. They'll pay for your cards. They'll pay for some of your postcards. They'll give you some budgets. They'll give you maybe a secretary in the front desk that's going to help you do some of the stuff that you need. They will give you a desk. They will give you certain things and tools and systems, but that's going to cost you. So in the majority of cases, you're going to join one of those companies at a lower split, meaning around 50%. And then if you really produce and excel in production, they will give you an opportunity to go up in your commission split, and normally these companies go from 50% all the way to around 80% commission split, which is the max you'll ever make with these kind of companies. Now, I know a lot of top producers that work in these kind of environments because they like it. It gives them the freedom to focus on their production and focus less on things they don't like doing, so they prefer to be in that environment. I don't know you, I don't know what you're seeking, and therefore that's going to be your call. Other companies out there will give you a chance to make higher split for a monthly cost. So you will have more costs. Obviously, if your split is higher, your cost is going to probably be higher as well. So if you're joining a company that's offering you an opportunity to make 100% commission split, what you want to figure out is the following things. Number 1, you want to know what is the cap payment that you need to pay? What is the total amount? You also want to know what is the commission split until you cap. It can be 60-40, it can be 70-30, maybe it's 80-20, maybe it's 90-10, who knows? You need to figure out what it is. Other companies might charge you transaction fee and then give you 100% commission. So for example, they'll pay you 100% commission, but minus the transaction fee that can be 500, can be 750, can be 1,000, and even more depending on what it is that the company is offering you. So you're going to look at probably from 30 to 100% commission split depending on which company you're going to be joining. Recently, we see a lot of brokerages that are coming out and offering agents a higher commission split with technology, with training. So you really want to go out there and you want to interview at least, as I said before, 3 brokerages, and you want to ask all these different questions to figure out What's the cost? What's included? What's my commission split? What's included? Okay, next, number 6 is you want to find out if there is any residuals and other bonuses that you can gain by being part of that company. For example, some companies might give you residuals if you introduce other agents to their company. Now, I tell you right now, if you're in the business and you're successful, other agents will be attracted to you. It will be very easy for you to recruit people because people will seek you out and ask you to help them. And a lot of people might ask you, hey, how is XYZ real estate? And then they might join that company. You want to ask the broker you're interviewing with, do you guys pay any residuals or any bonuses if I introduce you to other agents who choose to join that company? And many of the companies today are actually offering residuals, meaning ongoing bonuses that you can earn. Some of them do multi-level bonuses, some of them will do ongoing bonuses with a cap, without a cap. So you really want to figure out what it is that you're going to gain by introducing other agents to that company. All right, number 7, very important point is technology. These days, there are many companies out there that offer you a lot of different technology tools, systems, and stuff that you really need and can really help you generate leads and can save you money on creating your own tools and systems. So you definitely want to get into that question, asking what is the technology that you guys are offering and then what's included with that technology, and get into the detail. Something very, very important for you to receive is you want to make sure that the brokerage you're joining is using a technology that allows you to be an agent on the go. So you want to have some sort of a transaction coordination software, something that helps you with paperless technology to upload stuff and sending contracts to your clients and have them e-sign. You want to make sure that e-signature is included there as well. And the majority of companies these days have it and should have it. And if the one you're interviewing with doesn't have it, you might want to think twice before you join that brokerage. Okay, next, we're talking about tools and systems. Different tools and different systems. Some include technology. Other tools and systems that I'm talking about, some companies would give you a website, some of them will have an application, some of them will give you a CRM, some of them will give you leads programs, some of them will give you a transaction coordination system, others will give you some marketing systems. So ask what's included, what are the tools and systems the company is using. And the next question you want to ask is about administrative support, which is number 9. Number 9 is administrative support, and that is very, very important. At the beginning stage of your career, when you're doing between 0 and 25 transactions, is the time that you want to have someone helping you with the admin, because you're not going to make enough money to pay for your own administrative support. So you want to make sure that the company you're joining has some administrative support that can help you bring yourself to the next level where you're hiring your own assistant. So ask them what's included in the administrative support. Is it just like someone sitting in the front desk that I can ask them to make me a copy or send an email on my behalf or do some tasks like that? Or maybe it's more involved where you're getting a transaction coordinator helping you closing your deals, or a listing manager or a marketing department that's working on your behalf. These are very important questions to ask. You definitely want to find a brokerage that can help you and provide you with administrative support. Okay, number 10 is brand recognition. Before you go interview with any brokerage, you definitely want to go on Google and find out, punch in the name of the company or the name of the office you're joining, because some companies might be great, but the office that you're going to join is not so great, especially if it's a franchise. So you definitely want to do some Google search to find reviews of that brokerage. You can go on Google and find it. You can go on Zillow and other websites that provide you with reviews on these offices. You definitely want to find out if there is any complaints against that brokerage, and you want to read some of those reviews before you go out there and make a decision to join them. Point number 11 is the office location. Now, in general, these days when you can do everything on the go with paperless technology, you don't necessarily need to go to an office space. But if you can't work from home, because you don't have that luxury and you need an office space, then obviously part of the conversation with your broker needs to be about what kind of office space do you provide with. Am I getting a desk? Am I getting a cubicle? Am I getting a private office? you want to figure out what it is that they're offering you. Some brokerages these days don't even have a location. It's like a cloud brokerage where there is no location for an office and you have to work from home. So if you're someone that cannot work from home, or you don't have the environment or the right environment for you to actually work from home, then you might want to seek a different brokerage. So that's important. What's the office space? Are you provided with an office space? And what is the office location? Where is that office space? Now, I know that for the majority of agents today, an office space is not important, so you can completely ignore that point. Okay, number 12, is the company going to give you leads? So a lot of new licensees are interested in that question because you're not sure how you're going to get leads, how you're going to make money. You understand that you need leads. So the question is, do you guys give leads? Now, myself, I don't believe in handing someone leads. I believe in teaching someone how to get their own leads so they can be independent and free. But if you don't feel comfortable beginning your sales career in a company that's not giving you any leads, that you need to get leads by yourself and you don't feel comfortable with that, then obviously that's going to be a deal breaker for you if the broker is not going to give you any leads. So ask the broker, are you going to give me any leads? And then is there any referral fee that I need to pay for those leads? And if there is, then what is that referral fee? You want to understand exactly the situation. You also want to ask what kind of leads are you going to get and how many leads will you get from that brokerage. The last point, number 13, is culture. You want to find out if the culture is suitable for you. For example, if they do weekly meetings, is it something that you want to participate in, to go on these sales meetings? Or maybe they do it once a month. So you really want to know, obviously, yourself well enough to make a decision on which is the right brokerage culture, what exactly are you looking for, and what are the values that the broker is leading the company with, and are these values part of your values? Do you feel aligned and synchronized with the company's culture and values? You also want to know what is the mission and vision of the company and where they're going, how long they've been in the business. You want to do a little bit of research about the company. So you can just research online, find out all this information on Google. Okay, so to summarize this particular video, I want to make sure that you guys understand exactly what you need in order to become successful. So if you're a brand new licensee, you're definitely looking into mentoring, training. Commission split is not so important, but training and mentoring is the most important thing. You also want to look into admin support. You also want to know who is going to be the one mentoring you, like who is the actual person that's going to do that for you. And you want to learn about their technology and what tools are they offering you to grow your business. If you're a seasoned agent and you want to go from point A to point B and you feel that the brokerage you're with is not providing you with what is needed for you to go to your next level, or you feel uncomfortable because you had a fight with your broker, or whatever the reason is that you want to make a change, make sure that the next brokerage is not going to have the same scenario. And remember, the grass is not always greener on the other side. So you might want to take a look at yourself and ask yourself some questions before you pick up your stuff and leave. Ask yourself what it is that you're really looking for, and then write those things down and make sure that when you're interviewing brokers, they will actually offer you the things that you're missing. For example, one example can be coaching. If you're doing 15 deals a year for the past 10 years and you want to go to 50, okay, and you're stuck at a ceiling, you're just stuck, you don't know how to generate more leads, you don't know like what to do next, or maybe you're overwhelmed, you don't know how to hire people, and you want to build a team maybe, and your brokerage doesn't know how to teach you to do that and walk you through this process. So you want to make sure that the next brokerage you're joining is going to offer you the things that are missing in your business right now. They're going to make your business easier to build, more profitable, and more successful. Okay, if you guys have any questions, by the way, and comments, make sure you make your comments down below. If you like the video and you think the information is helpful, please help us introduce it to more people by hitting the like button down here. And then, of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you want to go up here, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notification so that you can be notified when the next video is released, which will be in a few days. And also, don't forget that I'm offering you a free consultation coaching call, so you can actually go to my website, ranbiderman.com, click on the coaching call, and let's have a discussion to find out if I can help you in your business. I'll see you guys in my next video.